Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When Jesus died, the only people that got crucified was gangsters. Jesus rolled with a whole lot of gangsters. And excuse me, I said Jesus died because Jesus never died. I'm kind of like still brainwashed, still coming out. But Jesus was a gangster. The only people they killed like that was gangsters back then. They killed them and they hung them just like that. So what I mean to tell you that Jesus never in life was caught. Right? The Christians want to say that for one reason. They want to make you think that when you die, there's a heaven, so you won't pay attention to the life that you're living now.
Hey, salutes. We got 603 Unc in the building today. Hey, Unc, no, not to you, man. Welcome to the. What was that?
Not the punk. 607 Unc, not the punk. That's my pool name.
Hey, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna let you go ahead, man, and introduce yourself to the people.
No, it's good. I was just correcting that. You can continue. I apologize. I gotta get in the spirit.
So, Unc, man, welcome to the show. I want to take a chance, man, so I can ask you, what is your message to the YNs, man? Because I hear you refer to that a lot. What's your message to the YNs?
I mean, if I could say one thing to the YNs that a lot of people wouldn't understand is, a lot of them scared like a death, right? A lot of them run around killing because they scared to die. If I could just tell them one thing is that they already dead. No, a lot of people don't know. They already dead. For not.
And why do you say they already did?
I mean, you don't even know. The world gang, the earth not alive is dead. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, the earth it's not alive. What happened when you die?
I think your energy transfers to where it's supposed to go, and you just return in the cycle of life. What you say?
Now, what's the story? Did they say when you die? They say you go through a series of hallucinations. It lasts about, well, Jesus said 30 days and 30 nights. The Buddha said it lasts for 49 days. But what I suggest is that you already dead, and hallucinations is happening now. And like, so everybody here on this plane right now on Earth is dead. Earth is not alive. There a lot of people don't know.
So, are you saying that when you die, you actually
Gang, I'm saying you already. I'm saying you already dead. I'm saying right now all the souls on Earth is already dead. And they're recycling and recyclation. What's that name? That word? The reincarnate. What's that fucking word when you yeah. Everybody reincarnating. I see that, my mama. Everybody. I died 5 times.
So, what is the reason that you think that everybody's reincarnated?
We lost souls. We kind of like went against God, right? When Sophia made us, um, it was kind of bad because we thought we was the only God. Because one thing about Sophia, she didn't tell us that it was another God. So the crazy God, the stupid God, locked us on Earth and kind of like created it as a prison. That's what I'm on, because he don't even know there's a real God. He think he the only one. He the demiurge. That's who locked us here. But the demiurge is me, and the demiurge is you too. That a lot of people don't know.
So, do you believe that the spiritual world is the base reality or this world?
Let me tell you something, right? The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, but it's not. It's really 5,026 years old because that's when like sin entered the world, right? So we live in a parallel universe, right? But the one you live in only been around 5,000 and something years. You like a fallen god. That a lot of people don't know. So they kind of like stole 4,000 years from you, and they kind of like putting everything out a little bit at a time. That's why they like um changed everything and like changed and cut off all the faces and all the noses and stuff. They were like changing history. They stole like 4,000 years. I swear to God, mama.
Man, so do you believe, with that being said, man, do you believe that is entities on this earth that's in control of people, and that's the energy that they're using to control the people on earth?
Now, what's in control of people is kind of like the emotions, right? Everybody always talk about demons, but the demons are the emotions. They kind of like the same, right? Let me tell you what I mean. The ego, right? A lot of people control about lust, but they think it's love, but it feel the same as lust, except lust make you keep, right? Because love don't make you keep, right? I saw my mama. So everything got like balance. But what you asked me, because I get kind of like confused.
I was asking you that do you think that the people in power know that they're fallen gods, and that's how they control the people on Earth?
The people in power are not fallen gods. The people that's on the bottom are kind of like fallen gods, and like the people on top is kind of like the warden of the prison, right? He was kind of like made to be fallen. He was made bad. There are a lot of people don't know. So he was made by a woman, and her name was Sophia. And when Sophia made him, she kind of like made him bad, and she locked him in a firmament. And the thing, when he got locked in a firmament, he locked us in her with him. I swear to God, mama. So we lost souls, right? And we gotta find our way back home. But we already did. There are a lot of people don't know. We kind of like hallucinating this. This all illusion. Ain't nothing real. There are a lot of people don't know.
Can you explain a little bit more about Sophia to us?
All right. So Sophia was kind of like, right, God, people don't know what God is, right? So God live outside of time, right? So God is like outside of time. There's no such thing as time, and it's darkness. God don't create. So God is not a creator, but God had like an attribute, and his attribute was kind of like Sophia. But Sophia is kind of like the creator of God, and it's like the feminine side, the love. And Sophia wanted to create something without God knowing, and what she created was the demiurge that kind of like locked us in this prison.
So basically, are you saying Sophia is like the god that sent the god of this earth here? So would that be the true God?
Not
And
Sophia, not the true God. Sophia, the God that created the God of this world. See, it's a lot of gods. A lot of people don't know. Sophia is one of the gods. Listen. We from a place called the Paroma, and in the Paroma is like all spirits, and they kind of like male and female, right? Sophia come from that. God, like that where she come from, right? And she decided to create the demiurge, which is the fake God. But he don't know that the real God exists. That's what my mama. So he kind of like think he the only God. And he made this world, made the angels, and made everything to serve him. And he got us her in prison.
I see. So, with that being said, where do you get your information from, man? I know a lot of people want to know how did you get so knowledgeable about.
I'm not knowledgeable. Uh, when you hear me talk, it don't be me. I mean, cause I'm not the body. So the forces inside of me been here kind of like a long time, and like you know when you breathe, you're not breathing air.
Right.
Cause you know you when you breathe, you're not breathing air. I'm gonna tell you. Do you know what you breathe when you breathe?
What's your answer?
You breathe consciousness. That's what I'm mama like. Every code, everything that been in the firmament is still here, and every time you breathe, you kind of like soak it in. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Hold your breath. Stop breathing. First thing you're gonna lose is your consciousness. So first thing you're gonna lose the information, but your heart and all that stuff still gonna be good. You gonna breathe. Everything gonna be good. But the problem is you're not gonna have consciousness. But because what you breathe is the consciousness. That's what I'm on.
That's deep, man. And I know you said that you had a message that you really wanted to share today, man. You want to take this time to give us the message that you had for us
That
today?
I shared the message already. I don't think you got it. My message that you did already. That like that when you die, everybody know when you die, a series of things happen. Let me tell you what happened, right? And if you can check this everywhere with the Buddhists and everything. So when you die, you go to like a 49-day stage of hallucinations where you see anything in life that keeps you attached to kind of like trick you back into the matrix, which is here. So in them 49 days, you'll see everything from your mother, your relatives, and everything. The problem is, right, the mama you got now was probably your bitch in the other life. I swear to God, a lot of people don't know, right? The problem is you had attachments. Are you laughing? It ain't funny, right? The problem is you had attachments. And right, and to move on, you have to break them attachments. So you think you holding on to your mama the whole time, it's your bitch, and it's not your mama or your bitch, and it's you. I was like, a lot of people don't know, right? So you're not here to really attach. You here to kind of like get out and take whoever else with you that want to go. That a lot of people don't know. So I just want to let you know what you already did, and you kind of like what's that word? You hallucinating it, hallucination. You going through, yeah. You going through hallucination right now, and you kind of like think
You
you alive.
explain parallel universes.
That's why I told you the past and the future, the past and the present is kind of like connected. Remember I told you die and come back at the same time. Let me explain. See, say you don't get it right in this life, you want to be a gangster, right? You think you're a gangster, you're gonna get shot, you're gonna get killed, and then you're gonna come right back in a whole nother body. That's why, mom, because you didn't vibrate correctly on Earth to get out of this hell. Because what a lot of people don't know is we already in hell, right? So if you live your life, you vibrate right, you don't never gotta come back here. A lot of people don't know. But here's the problem. Every time you do that, they're gonna wipe your memory and send you back. So you're not gonna remember. So when you run around and having deja vu, you have a deja vu because you already been alive before and you don't even know. No, a lot of people don't know. Because you already dead. See, everybody's scared to die when you already dead.
That's a fact. Do you think that we reliving the same life over and over?
It's not the same life. You live in like a whole bunch of different lives with the same exact consequences. So the same thing you've been facing, you kind of like facing in a different life. Let me tell you what I mean. So say if you had a problem with like commitment. So every life you have a problem with that same commitment, right? So say for instance you was a rape in one life, and every life you're gonna be the same raping you decide to change, right? So it's kind of like it's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But here's the problem: it only happened for 6,000 years. We at 5,026, right? It's about to be over because everything is aligning now. So a lot of souls are going to be lost, right? It's going to be really death is going to really be invented because the thought of death is what's really controlling the world and fear right now. Death doesn't exist right now at this moment. But the more you believe, the more you make it exist. So right now, people are going to bring death into existence because death was never made for the soul. But right now, we have free will. So God has given us opportunity right now to commit and event death. That's why I'm mama. So it sounds like everybody committing death. That's why I'm mama, because like we invented death. That's all. It never was around before. That a lot of people don't know. We invented that shit on GD.
So what you think gonna be the event or person to get us back to having this type of knowledge to
Me,
be able to cheat death?
me. You can't cheat death. You already dead. But the problem is you have to wake up to go to the next universe, right? Because like this is like a step, right? This not like everybody think life a test. It's not a test. It's a prison. You trapped, right? You died. You did whatever you did, and now you trapped, and now you got to get out, right? I know the way out. Right, but a lot of people think the way out is like through good deeds, but life's not about good and bad. You can do all the good you want, and in your life you're gonna die and come right back in another body. Stop playing with me because it ain't about good or bad, right? You have to realize that it's an illusion and life is not real, or you stuck in a material world. But until you realize that material world doesn't exist, that it's an illusion, you be stuck here. So the only way to really get away from here is to really realize and wake up and say, you know what, all this is fake. But it ain't that hard. Because when you go on the news now, you go to the scientists, they're going to tell you that this is an atom and it's kind of like moving and nothing is solid. So once you realize that nothing is solid, you can kind of put your head, wrap your head around. You know how the girls wrap their head around a dick? You know when they sucking a dick, you know how they wrap their head around a dick? I guess you don't know about that. But you got you can kind of wrap your head around the point that you already did, right? I mean, it's gonna hurt at first. You gonna be hurt. You're gonna feel a lot of pain, but then you're gonna wake up like fuck it, and then you're gonna be ready to live. But a lot of people don't know that. But you already did. But you here to kill 7 more people, and them kind of like your emotions, because you can't be attached to shit. So you know that lady that you got, you can't be attached to that bitch. Them kids, you can't be attached to them neither. Stop playing on me. The only way you get out of here if you stop attachment.
So basically, now having attachment, do you believe in karma? Because you spoke on reincarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah, reincarnation and
Yeah.
karma kind of go hand in hand. So do you believe in that?
It's the same thing. It don't go hand in hand. Your karma keep you stuck here. See, the thing you do, all the bad you do come back around and get you stuck here. So all the only way to get out is kind of like do good. Like me, I don't lie, cheat, or steal, right? But I still kill because I have to kill sometimes because you have to protect yourself, right? See, everybody, if you too soft and won't kill, then you don't balance. But if you gonna kill, you have to kill to protect your life and to push yourself forward if needed. So the wise man knows when to kill. Right, I swear, mama. So I'm a killer still. I never stopped being a killer. So that's why I don't listen to Dr. Martin Luther King because they was fake. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King was running around having sex with white women, but at the same time they killed him for having sex with them white women. I swear, mama, because you know when they shot him, they didn't kill him. They went back to the hospital and killed him. Right, I swear, mama. That a lot of people don't know. Every black leader we had been controlled. Malcolm X the same way. He was controlled. He wanted to be bigger than the movement. That's why, mama. So we never had nobody pure. Right, I'm the first pure person we had. I'm straight from the streets, gang. I'm Jesus. That a lot of people don't know.
So by you saying that you
Yeah,
Jesus,
I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. Yeah, yeah. I'm the Jesus from the Bible, but I'm better than him. Because he said you could do more works than me. So I'm doing better works than Jesus now. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Yeah, I'm Jesus. But I'm better.
And what would you say that make you better than Jesus?
Everything. Jesus said you can do better than I can do. Jesus said it. So you gotta listen to what Jesus said. I ain't the one that said it, gang. Jesus said it. Because I'm stronger than Jesus. Because Jesus was full of spirit. I'm spirit and man. Jesus was never man. That a lot of people don't know. Jesus was a hologram.
Man, salute to the bro. I got the bro up, man. He want to ask some questions and shit from you, man. Salute. Mic check, bro.
Yeah. Come on, gang.
So, man, I want to ask you, where do you feel like your persona is, man? The message that you get across in totality.
Gang, what persona mean? Stop playing with me. I don't know what them words mean. I'm the spirit. Gang, I don't know no persona. I'm the spirit, gang. The spirit don't know none of them English words. Stop playing with me. I'm the spirit.
Asking
I'm the
you,
spirit, gang. I'm the spirit. It's a real spirit party. You cannot get in. Moses off the drink and Jesus off the gin. I swear to God, my mama.
bro. I got you all the way. That's what up. So let me break this down to you in spiritual terms. How do you feel that your energy that you present to the people is um projected or seen by the people?
Uh, One thing I want to say is I don't feel. I kind of like feelings what made for you to feel. I observe how I feel, and I move accordingly to that, right? Because if I felt, then I would keep on moving, and then I wouldn't get out of Earth. So when you ask me how I feel, I'm gonna say if I feel sad or mad or happy, it don't determine how I move, right? So I just want to determine what you mean by feel first. What do you mean by feel?
Think basically. But I get what you're saying about the feelings when it comes to the chakras and feelings and shit like that. I'm asking you, what do you think?
Okay, I could think, but I can't feel. I think my message should be to wake up because, like, when I realized I was dead already, it fucked me up. I cried for like 30 days straight. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do nothing. I told mama, that's like a hard pill to swallow, to like realize that you was living a life that was already gone, right? I mean, a lot of people probably never want to pick that up, and then they die, come back in another body, right? Because like the fear of death is kind of like the fear of life. They're kind of like the same. See, my thing is, I want people to take a message from me that life is supposed to be hard. Everything here is imperfect. The only way to make it out is to actually get out and stop chasing the life. A lot of people don't
So you're not supposed to go to the light.
know. No, you ain't supposed to go to the light or live a life. You supposed to kind of like steady yourself and kind of like control your emotions. The world is fake.
Do you
Everything
feel-
in it is fake.
I see a lot of personifications of the moon being like a recycler. So that's where my mind goes.
Hey, the moon
You
gang, gang. The moon isn't fake, but it's real. Moon is ice. It keep you stuck in this ice wall because in reality, it's an ice wall that's keeping us stuck in because the Earth is flat, and the moon is the ice wall. It keeps the ice wall solid, and the sun come around. It moves around us in a circle, and that's why it stays solid, and that's why it's cold at night because of the moon. It's like the ice box. It's kind of like air conditioning for the Earth. That a lot of people don't know.
So the coldest would come from the moon, and then the heat come from the sun. That's what you're saying. That's how the earth cool the heat.
Yeah, but the sun is also a portal. It's the way out. And a lot of people don't know. The sun is how you get to like the other dimensions. You gotta go through the sun. But the problem is it be burning humans. That's the problem. But that's the way out. I already know. But I can't take my body with me. But that's the way you go when you do life right. You get to go out through the sun. The son of God. Put that together.
So would you say the sun is the
I ain't saying shit. Yeah, the sun exit. but you can't go straight through it. But you're burned to death because up is down and down is up. If you go down through the ocean, you'll come back up at the sun. That a lot of people don't know.
So that explains, man, a lot of NASA's
Fuck NASA.
projects that they do got to do with the sea. So is that because they're going to outer space from the sea?
Yeah, everything is underwater. They go under space and go under the wall through the water, right? So you got to go under. So let me tell you this, right? So underwater, they find the oceans underwater. Let me tell you what I mean. They get to the bottom of the ocean, and then they'll find another ocean that you can't go down. You can't drill down it. You can't get down it, because that's where they live. Right, that's why my mama. We kind of like stuck her. It's kind of like ice, but it's glue, like rubber glue, but it's energy. It's rubber glue energy.
Y'all check.
A lot of people don't know.
Oh yeah, can you hear me, Mike? Check.
I hear you, gang.
Oh,
I hear everything you saying.
okay, yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm done.
Okay, so it's I'm coming.
So
So I am coming. What was that, bro? People on keep north side. Can you hear me good, bro?
yeah, I can hear you. How many people y'all got on here? Y'all trying to get 2, 3 interviews for price of one?
Nah,
So
nah. They came through from my laptop, bro. I'm on the phone with you. My audio not even going through on my thing. I got another Zoom call set up for the one after.
now I'm collecting your audio, gang, so you can continue your interview. I'm collecting everything. I'm trying to save your soul, gang. Man, and you worried about that over there? Come back over here. Come back over to me. Let me save your soul.
Let's get it, bro. Um, where do you see, man, yourself as far as what you try to accomplish with doing with your content? Where can you go with your content? What's your end game?
I don't do content. Ain't no end game. I just told you I'm like Martin Luther King, but better. Gang, I'm going to wake up the souls. I'm not here to do content.
So would you say you're here to
Gang, I'm Jesus. What was
the
Jesus here
unknown
for?
to the people?
What was Jesus here for? I'm a,
You
ga-
said we should have said
I'm a gangster like Jesus.
That's right. Listen what they say.
Yeah, I'm a gangster like Jesus.
But they also say Jesus was crucified
No.
for our sins,
See,
but Jesus was crucified for offset the system.
gang, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When Jesus died, the only people that got crucified was gangsters. Jesus rode with a whole lot of gangsters. And excuse me, I said Jesus died because Jesus never died. I'm kind of like still brainwashed, still coming out. But Jesus was a gangster. The only people they killed like that was gangsters back then. They killed them and they hung them just like that. So what I mean to tell you that Jesus never in life was caught and killed. Right? The Christians want to say that for one reason. They want to make you think that when you die, there's a heaven, so you won't pay attention to the life that you're living now. Jesus came to show you that this world was an illusion. A lot of people don't know that, right? Jesus didn't come here to die on the cross for your sins. Can't nobody die for your sins. If that was the case, we still wouldn't be in here because Jesus died so many thousands of years ago, right? That means I can say Jesus right now, and all of a sudden I won't come back to this simulation. But unfortunately, I can't do that. And the reason why I can't do that, because everyone must carry their own stone. Ain't that what Jesus said? Like he who not sin cast the first stone. So that means that everyone has to do it on their own. Right? I can't sit here and tell you that I can do it for my mother, or my brother, or my cousin, or anybody like that. I only can do it for me. I can fight my demons for myself. And that's what Jesus came to show you, that you have to do it for yourself. Jesus didn't come here to die. Jesus came here to show you can live. That a lot of people don't know.
That's a fact, man. So do you believe that um the youngsters will be able to connect with you? I know a lot of youngsters are able to connect with you. You do a good job with that, man. There's been a
Boy, gang, ain't no youngsters. You never know how old that soul is, right? You think somebody young? Ain't nobody young on this earth, gang. Everybody thousands of years old. Stop playing on me. A baby can be born as older than a mama spiritually. Stop playing on me. I'm not playing. I'm not here to play and condone nobody because your body young. right? I don't give a fuck how young your body is, right? When you die, let the dead bury the dead. I'm only trying to save what's her. That's what Jesus said.
I got you. Yeah, man. I'm getting the feedback, so that's what's kind of throwing me off.
But ain't no such thing as a young nigga. Ain't no such thing as a YN. You don't know how old nobody truly is. Because everybody bears so many times. Definitely a lot of people don't
How many lives do you think a person have to live before they can start remembering their other lives?
know. You gotta look at it like this. This is how I like to, how I like to track it. It took Adam almost 900 years to realize that he was in a simulation. And that's with one life. And that's when they said, no, we gotta cut the lights down. So it take about 900 years.
So do you think that they have drained our spiritual light, and that's why we feel like we die so early and shit? Cause I hear you remember you mentioned Adam. 900 years. They used to say they lived long back then. We don't live that long now.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think people are
You do.
in touch with their
Yeah.
spiritual side.
It's people on Earth right now, 300, 400 years old. That a lot of people don't know. Right? People live that long. They just don't pay attention to the world. The only way you can live that long when you disregard yourself from the world, all the food is poison. Right? So the food is poison. Everything around the phone, the rubber on your shoes, everything is to drain your energy. Everything you look at is to drain your energy. They put the pyramids under the ground so they can drain your energy. They turned the pyramids off so they can drain your energy. Right? Everything around is to drain your energy, gang. So you can't live to be 900. But I can.
I heard you mention the food.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand about diseases and stuff like that. You want to speak on the connection with diseases in the food?
Yeah. So the main cause of black disease is kind of like what? What would say the main cause of black disease death is? What would say that they could? No. What would say is blood pressure, high blood pressure? What is it? Heart disease? What is it? What's the number one cause?
Diabetes,
Right.
high blood pressure.
What's the number one cause? Look it up. The number one cause is heart attack. Right. So let me tell you this: all of them are caused by one source. All of them are caused by gluten. Gluten is the number one cause for every disease in the black community. Gluten. And they put it in all our food. It's wheat, gang. Everything that you love. All the flour in the chicken, the fried chicken, all the bread, all the government bread they gave you, everything they gave you. Remember that thick ass government bread they used to give you back in the days, thicker than everywhere else you just get it, the real thick kind? That was to kind of get you addicted. And then the more you got addicted, they made the slices thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner because now you was already addicted. I was like, your mama, try to get off gluten. When you get off gluten, your body will go to like a relapse, and it'd be like a withdrawal. And it'd be like getting off heroin, but worse. Just try it. Try getting off gluten. Try to leave the poison alone. Gang, you don't hear it? I don't hear him no more.
Oh yeah,
He was on mute.
my bad, bro.
Right, he's still there.
But a lot of people. I heard you speaking about so-called white people who knowledgeable about the gluten. That's something that our people not knowledgeable.
No, they
You
put
know,
it in
we
the
get
food
this
on
campus
purpose.
over and over from the grocery store.
Yeah, they put it in the food on purpose, right? What people know is they kind of like living in the system. Right? I don't give a fuck about the people that's lost in the system. I care about the people that's trying to wake up. So the people that's lost, fuck them, let them stay lost because we need them to stay lost in order for something to wake up. Because for those that's woke, they won't understand and they look at those that sleep, that's running around in that little cycle. Right? All they do is celebrate birthdays, holidays, Christmas, go to work, get a job, come home, and die. That's what I'm on. That's their life. So anybody think that's a good life to live, let them live that life and die, come back in a new body. You don't give a fuck about them. Right? But for those that's at home thinking like this can't be right, but just don't know how to make it all right, they should talk to me. I got some help for them.
Man, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that because those people kind of choose that. It's a lot of people who not living to better themselves. No, it's say,
About nobody better
not
I
trying.
don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck what nobody better than themselves, gang. I came with a sword like Jesus. I'm not pushing no peace, gang. I'm in a spiritual war. I'm fighting the devil.
I feel you.
I'm a warrior, gang. I didn't come here to play. I didn't come here to play. I didn't come here for no peace. The nigga locked me in prison. Ain't no motherfucking peace, gang. I'm locked in his body. Ain't no peace. Stop playing with me.
So what do you think the people who are being controlled by the people in power, what do you think they should do? Do
Fuck
you
them,
think they should just
control them.
drive
Fuck
them
them.
crazy?
Fuck them, control them. If a nigga stupid enough to get controlled, let him be controlled then. Stop playing with me. Let them die. Let them come back in a new body. I don't give a fuck about them, gang. Listen, gang. The people in power should be in power, and the people that's down should be down. Fuck them, let them stay down. Right? Listen, I'm not Martin Luther King. I didn't come here for that. Right? I came here for the people that want to go. If you don't want to get on my ship, stay in the water then, drown, bitch.
I feel you.
Stop playing with me.
I just wanted to know, your take on that shit, yeah.
Yeah. I ain't pushing no peace, gang, J man. Right? I came with the sword. Jesus said, sell your house and get a sword, gang. Stop playing on me. He said, sell your house and get a sword. Right?
He sure ain't saying he was coming for no peace. He said he was coming to bring war.
He said, we going to war, gang. He said, get a sword. Stop playing on me. Yeah, I got a sword. But it looked like a switch. Yeah.
That's a fact, man. I like your take on that because a lot of religions push love and peace, but then have a erroneous
Yeah. We gotta push that love and peace somewhere else, cause you out of love and peace time. You won a minute and 35 seconds over. That's why I'm almost over. We got to cut this short, gang. How long he go over? He went over. We gotta do a live with him next, right? But what's the name of his podcast so I can let everybody know? What's the name of his show? What's the name of it?
It's Key Norfolk. It's Key Norfolk.
Key,
Makes one love podcast show.
Key Norfolk. One love part. Well, I like the love part. I like the one love part. Yeah, I don't like that part. That's too much. That's too much. But the love part is good. Yeah. So shout out to love. But I say love is good because of Jesus. Because Jesus said, if you could do one thing, I'm gonna leave your people with this, right? Jesus said, out of all the commandments, which one is the best one? Jesus said, out of all commandments, I tell you just one. You said just love. That's what I got mama. Because love is the ultimate truth. And let me tell people about love. Love is not the feeling of to have possession. Love is the feeling that I love you no matter what, just to watch you. So like the real love. It's not the fake love from the guy here, the crazy guy, the guy's locked. If we don't worship him, then we die and we burn forever. That's not love. That's kind of like control. Love is whether you do good or bad, I love you because I am you. That's what I'm mama. That's what a lot of people don't know. So with that name, I appreciate that. And I gave you extra minutes out of love. I swear to God, my mama. Stop playing with me.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. It was a dope build besides the feedback, man.
Right, ain't no more feedback, nigga. I'm gone. No. You try to get too much time. Stop playing with me.